Everyone knows the goddess! Oh. So, this blog is intended to be read by my fans and friends, but do not expect me to actually reveal any secret here. My secrets and sexual things belong to Sonic Passion Underground, so while I'm gonna blog about some events in my life here, don't get your hopes up too high! I will never reveal all of them. I will never reveal any sexual thing of any kind. I will never reveal the innumerable things I do to myself. I will never reveal anything about my sexual life. If you give too much away, no one needs to know anything else. You've given it all away. And for free. And if you do that, well, you're never going to have any money, or making money, or become famous. It's what they call supply and demand. So, if you're interested in about the sexual and very kinky side of me, consider buying a Sonic Passion Underground account. Thanks for reading me. Take care.
Would like to see Sonic in the shower.
I would. I could see his sexy feet, his sexy ass, his sexy everything. I get so horny in the casino level in Sonic Adventure when he is in the shower.
Really? It's exactly the same with me! I even filmed him with my digital camera while he was in the shower.
Don't get me wrong, I love Tails with all my heart, but lately, my fantasies are drifting toward odd characters, like Voldo and Fawful. Is this weird?
Well, even the weirdest of all the virtual can be found sexy. Weirdness has no limit. And to join SP, you must be weird. Did you know that I jerk myself off for Boo and Shy Guy?
Sonic does things to me that no other human can. The love that I receive from Sonic surpasses that of a father, a mother, a sibling, pet, boyfriend, girlfriend, and even a god. Sonic has my heart. I am a slave to Sonic. He is my love, he is my life. He can do anything he wants to me.
All of the above! I want him to trample me. I want him to vomit in my mouth. I want him to piss, shit, and snot in my mouth. I would have put my tongue in his ass and all! I would let him kill me. I would hang myself for him, because I get insane. So he's beautiful. I can't control my brain anymore. It's not, but it's true. With Sonic, I lose control of my brain.
Sorry, but I've always wondered this. Would you really be willing to eat his vomit? Have you eaten vomit before? Would you really want to hurt Sonic and drink his blood? Would you really want him to put you within an inch of your life and call that love? I'm sorry, I understand obsessions like this, but have you ever actually experienced that stuff before? I don't think if Sonic loves you, he would really want to hurt you. Does that make sense?
Fortunately, you're sorry, because you hurt me. Very hard. You asked me if I would be really willing to eat his vomit. What it means is that you would be willing to think that I'm a liar. I am not a liar. I think absolutely as I say. If I called my forum Sonic Passion, it's not for nothing. Sure that I ever eaten my vomit? I imaginated that it was his, of course. Otherwise I couldn't perform that kind of stuff. No, I do not want to hurt him, but I would want to drink his blood. Yes, I want to be a slave. No, Sonic will never love me because he is God and I'm trash. And I want to tell it once again. I am not a liar, and I hate liars. I love Sonic with all my heart, and I would shoot myself with a gun if that can make him happy. I am totally serious. I swear that if Sonic come to me and ask me to kill myself, I will do it. Why would I do that? Because my love, my life, my hope, my passion He is the only one I live for. I would do anything to make Sonic happy, even give my life. I hope that now everyone understands how it's easy for me to eat vomit. With the help of a wonderful website, I'll advertise it later, that allows us to marry a video game character, I married Sonic the Hedgehog a few minutes ago. Dear everyone, today is the best day of my life, and I want to celebrate it with you all. I'm crying right now. I never thought I was single since you were my lover, but now there is proof on the internet. The whole world will see that I'm married to Sonic with the royal certificate, and I'm his first wife. Today, Sonic and me are married. I married him to prove my love for him and to prove that I'll be faithful to him for the eternity, but I'm still his slave.
Can you open the board for those of us who marry more than one character and genuinely love all our spouses? I agree that a rule should be made to keep polygamy to that board, and I'll abide to it if you do.
I'm sorry, Jess. As much as I'd like you and everyone to be totally pleased, as the creator of a website about love and passion, I can't extol the unfaithfulness. Besides, polygamy is forbidden in almost all the countries on Earth. Here's the proof of how much it might be harmful. Please accept my apologies. I promised before leaving that I would admit each one of my lies. But I've decided to keep it as short as possible, so I'll only talk about the main one. Don't want to type 10 pages. Here we go. I do not love Sonic. Well, I did a long time ago. I used to be attracted to Sonic and many other game characters. That's true. But this was before I found out that they were voiced by humans. I was attracted to virtual reality because I thought it was a completely synthetic environment. Because I had this craving for artificial and for perfection. And I've grown up persuaded that game characters had computer-generated voices, but then I found out that wasn't the case, and I've started to lose interest in them. I do not really remember when I found out exactly. I think it was around 2005. YouTube and many other sites didn't even exist back then. I knew there were human names behind game voices, but I never thought it was voice actors. I assumed it was some sound designers creating the voices. Yes, I lusted after Sonic as long as he fed my megalomania by being a completely synthetic and unnatural creature. But when I found out that he wasn't the way I thought he was, my interest in him has started dying. He definitely didn't live up to my expectations. So, I've had to close Sonic Passion. Then more and more disappointments began to come until the day I really did not give a fuck about Sonic anymore. Only, it was too late. Articles about me, my former forum Sonic Passion, and my fake marriage had been posted online. My popularity was increasing, so I couldn't go back. I did not want people to lose interest in me, so I've decided to pretend I still loved Sonic, just to stay in the spotlight. Sonic was the only reason I was talked about, so I pretended I still loved him. There was no other choice. Then I've made my debut in the media, so it became even more impossible for me to go back. I wanted these media. I craved them. And Sonic was the only way I could get them. Or so I thought. So I kept on lying. I thought it was a very small price to pay in exchange of fame. But look, I can't do that anymore. I really can't. Now when I think about Sonic, all I feel is nausea, like I'm gonna vomit from being fed too much of something. It's not even a matter of having lost interest of him. I now can't even stand him anymore. Now it's just too much. He's become this forced job. Enough is enough! In several interviews I said I watched the cutscenes on YouTube. That's because it's been almost a decade. I don't even play the games anymore. Yes, I was crazy over him because I thought he was this flawless and totally synthetic creature, and that I had hopes he would one day become an artificial intelligence so that we could have actually interacted. I believed in high technology one day being able to bring us together. It's unfortunate, but such is life, so I've had to move on. The Sonic's wife thing has turned into a gimmick for media exposure since a long time. Don't get me wrong, I will keep playing video games and watching cartoons, probably as long as I live. To me, a life without some virtual reality isn't worth living. But I can no longer idolize that like it was the light of the future, because that's clearly not the path it's taking. Yes, I know, I could have very well got to my ends if I stayed as Sonic's wife. You can make millions from reality TV alone. But guess what? I don't want to be Sonic's wife anymore since a long time, and thus, even if you paid me millions in return, I thought I could have kept on lying for a long time. At least until I made a fortune or got to enter the American territory. But I was wrong. I cannot lie anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with Sonic anymore. The very thought of it has become unbearable to me. The thing is that in my endless fame quest, I have undergone extensive plastic surgery. This includes a breast augmentation, a breast lift, a complete abdominoplasty with muscle tightening, a liposuction of the waist, a liposuction of the hips, and a teeth extraction. I was also preparing for a brow lift and a jaw surgery. Trust me, you truly have to crave fame to put up with so many painful operations and shell out tens of thousands of dollars. I have started getting plastic surgery in 2011 in an attempt to redesign myself in a more Hollywood way to attract more journalists. And in a way I have. To keep it short, I'm not going to go into details, but I've received several TV offers in the plastic surgery field. Like, you know, some journalists thought that I had undergone a lot of plastic surgery, especially for my age. I've also been severely injured by Botox. It has leaked in my bloodstream, causing horrific and possibly irreversible damage to my body. At the time I'm writing this, it's been 13 months since I've received my first and last Botox injections, and I'm still suffering from the horrendous side effects. So I'm begging you, never ever get Botox or any other dermal filler because it is extremely dangerous. Plastic surgery has its miracles and also its tragedies. Anyway, all of this attracted the attention of the media, so I've decided to change my name and become a plastic surgery star. That's all. Since I could get media exposure in the plastic surgery field, I've decided to terminate my career as the Sonic Girl and to forget about Sonic forever. I've moved on very fast and without any regret. On the contrary, I was so happy that thankfully there was a way out now, that I could finally be free from Sonic and that I never have to lie again. Much like virtual reality, plastic surgery represents beauty, perfection, and fake to me. And I know it's the path I want to take. And I've already taken this path by changing my name. Alex Henriel no longer exists now. I'm living a new life in the plastic surgery field, and I'm happy about it. So, yeah, this was the whole story in a nutshell. I could have added way more details. I could have even written an essay about it, actually, but what's the point? It's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, all of the people aspiring to fame have to lie and make things up at some point, right? Even Hollywood stars make out their own rumors for a publicity stunt all the time. So who cares if I pretended to be in love with some game character? No harm done. And remember, I vowed that I would die a self-made millionaire, and I will never surrender. I vowed to myself and to the world that I'll become rich and famous, and I'll be in this battle for however long it takes me to win. The end.